And so I know you came here from Mumbai. You still like to call it Bombay, I guess.
Yes.
So I'll say Bombay.
It's both. I mean, I use Mumbai in my work.
Now you have
In my
yeah.
stories, well, it happened naturally, I guess.
Yes.
I'm right. They're kind of two different cities almost.
Yes, true. You think so? How
Well,
do you think?
Bombay is a state of mind for me. Mumbai is the city that now exists.
That's it. Now, I've been reading because we will always be Bombay. Now, do you consider yourself lucky that you were born in Bombay? Because that city has given you the biggest canvas for your characters, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, not just because, India is a storytelling nation, but Bombay, I think, is one of those great cities. And when I say great, it's both dream and nightmare. So it's definitely shaped me as a human being. It's always given me as a writer stories to tell. I always say that Bombay is the muse, Canada is the canvas. I've moved here and I've been able to look back.
It's given you a platform, Canada.
I think it's not just a platform, but it's also shaped me. It made me go inward. It made me read. It made me reflect. It made me go inward. And the more I sort of moved away from Bombay in terms of physical distance, what I realized is that the things that had haunted me, the things that were inspiring me, or had inspired me about Bombay, were the things that I ended up writing about. So that distance actually helped me.
Interesting. Interesting. But you came to Vancouver for creative writing.
Yes, I came here to study theatre.
And then you stayed.
Yes.
And so what made you give up the love that you have for Bombay to most people? What made you forget that and stay here?
I don't think I've ever forgotten it. I carry it with me, but it's love and wound combined.
Yeah.
But I think just the fact that I'm able to write. I started writing plays. My plays started getting produced. I got a novel published. So Canada obviously did something very important for me,
Right.
and that made me stay.
Talking about your plays, you've written novels and you've written plays. Very few writers can do both. So how do you reconcile?
They're two completely different forms. They're two completely different forms, and I always say that the characters for my stories appear in that form. So if there's a character and it's a play, I instantly know that they're on stage. I don't need to, someone ask me, people always ask me, how do you decide when a certain story is going to be...
For a novel or for a play?
Yeah. Yes. And I always say that I don't need to choose, the characters make that choice for me. They arrive in that form.
But which is the genre you prefer? There must be a preference.
I don't know.
You are more at ease.
I think it's not it's just the... I can write plays because I'm very much at home in fiction. I think I love the solitary nature of writing. I love being able to dig really deep for the truth over a long period of time. And I spend a lot of time on my plays as well, but plays are more collaborative. You need more harmony in theatre because you need the perfect alignment of performance and script and direction. With the novel, what it does is it's so internal that I almost don't feel like speaking when I'm working on the book. But with theatre, initially it's all inward, and then there's a moment where you have to be able to move between your own internal world and the internal world of the characters, and then collaborate with your director and dramaturg as well.
So I did see Bombay Black.
Right.
I was lucky to have, and I remember it actually totally blew me. So tell us about Bombay Black.
Bombay Black is a love story between a blind man and a dancer.
Yes.
And the play started out as a single image, that of a young woman performing a sensual dance in an apartment by the sea in Bombay. And one day a blind man comes and pays for a night of dance. Now the question is, why would a blind man pay to watch someone dance?
When he can't see.
And he can't see, he can't touch her, he can't do anything. what does he want? So there was an image and there was a question embedded in that image, and that's how the play began. And it really is a mythical, grotesque, but also very realistic story. And Peter Hinton, who did a fantastic job of directing the play years later, almost 10 years later at Factory. So we had the initial production that Brian Court, who commissioned the play, did at Night Swimming. That was a great production, very poetic, very theatrical. And then 10 years later almost, Peter Hinton did it, and he, in an early conversation when we said, I read the script and I feel it's like an episode from the Mahabharata, and that's exactly what I feel that I had written, only I had not voiced it to anyone.
Correct. So somebody else completed for you. Now, I want you to tell me about your short story collection,
Right.
translated from the gibberish.
Right.
I love the title.
Right.
Tell us, talk to me about it.
So, translated from the gibberish, that's the title story. The gibberish really refers to the fact that, as immigrants, as an immigrant, I feel that there are all these fragments, all these questions that I have after moving from India to Canada, and it being my 20th year of being in this country, certain questions started arising, and I didn't have answers for them. And these are the questions that keeps one awake at night. And so,
Questions like.
was it the right move, for example?
Yes, and it never leaves you.
It never leaves. It
Yeah.
never leaves, and that's fine. It's good to question these things. You wonder what. You always have a trajectory of a parallel life that you could have had.
Yes.
Those are the questions, and in this story, the character stays up because of those questions, and he says these are the fragments. Immigrants speak in fragments, right? And these are. I am my own translator, my own doom. I stay up at night translating my own fragments, trying to figure out what they mean.
And so how many stories do you have in this?
There's seven stories.
And so they range from.
They're stories of people who are trying to find home, but
All the immigrant.
Yes, but it's
Some.
what does home mean? There are different meanings of home.
Yes.
One is the obvious one where you no longer feel you belong here, you don't belong there.
Yeah.
But what happens when you're an illegal immigrant in Canada, when you're trapped? What happens when home is your body, but you're not at home in your body? You feel you're in the wrong body.
That's true.
What happens when you're grieving? When grief is home, what happens then? So these are the kinds of questions that.
So you've given different meanings for
But they all
home,
address
and
home.
But they all address home. Very, very. Now, interesting. Now, if you were in Mumbai, firstly, tell me, are your readers mostly Indians in Canada?
No.
So you have every kind
Yes.
of, so they can relate to, let's say, your stories about Mumbai?
Well, for example, home, that is one of
Universal.
the most primal things. It's one of the most ancient questions.
Yes.
Even before we began writing, before long, we just kept looking at the stars and wondering where we're from. What is home? So it's a very ancient, primal question.
Yes.
So these, I think in fiction, if your stories are truthful, then it's
They
universal.
resonate.
They're
They
universal.
resonate.
Across cultures, across languages.
Yeah. So do you think if you had stayed back in India, in Bombay, do you ever wonder what it might have been like? Would it have been better? Would it have been worse?
I don't know about better or worse. I think, different is the only term that I can use, and I think I would have been a different person and a different writer. I'm pretty sure I would have written because that's in my DNA.
Yes.
It's just in my blood. But I don't know what kind of stories I would have told. I have no idea. That's a different.
So tell me, what do you read?
There are some books that there's nothing specific but there are books that have had an impact on me at different points in my life. For example, The Stranger by Camus, or Hunger by Hansen. A lot of poetry like Akhmatova, Wisława Szymborska, Canadian writers like Mordecai Richler,
Great writer.
amazing writer.
Any Indian writers?
Of course, Rohinton Mysteries of
Yes.
Fine Balance is a huge.
Superb book.
There's an Urdu writer called Nair Masood, phenomenal writer.
Right.
I've read him in translation. He writes in Urdu, but I've
Right.
read his English translations, which are excellent translations.
Right,
Like
right.
brilliant translations.
And when did you start writing? How old were you?
In my
Because you're still
20s.
very young.
Well, I'm 45 now.
That's young.
But in my 20s, I think I moved to Canada and I was 24 when I moved. So I guess that's when I started.
And what's next for you? Is it a play?
Next,
Is it
always hard to say.
non-fiction? You've never written non-fiction.
I've written articles once, connected to the last book, The Parcel. I did a profile on someone from the transgender community.
Right.
I have written non-fiction, not a lot, but it's definitely something that interests me for sure.
Non-fiction does interest you, but not as a novel you haven't translated. It's just articles.
It's just articles. I haven't written a non-fiction book. I'm sure it's there in me somewhere.
Because a lot of your characters in The Hanu Road and in every other book that you've written, The Matkaki, Bombay, and The Parcel, they are characters that you've known in your life, or have you
I don't
just
think I write about people that I know.
No,
I
you don't.
I don't write about people that I know. There's an essence that or there's one quality that I might notice about someone, but then it gets transposed and you can't really tell. Yeah.
And so, which of the books that you've mentioned you'd say really has made you happy and satisfied?
I think all, to be honest. I'm
All
not.
of them?
Yes, because
You're not partial to any of them?
No, I'm not, because I think they were there at points in my life when I needed them to be there, and I don't think I could have done a better job at that time. So yeah, I don't have. Of course, I keep hoping to get better and better as I go.
So let's talk about this festival. It's really nice that they have invited you because you are Canadian and you are Indian. Has this festival met with your expectations so far?
Yes, of course. I mean, the level of discussion is, I was on a panel with
I saw
Ketan
that.
Mehta, Gwen Benaway, and with Dava Kumar. Again, the level of discussion
Yes.
is wonderful.
Yes.
And the other session was with Sanjoy. Again, great conversation
Yes.
about my work.
Yes.
I'm also lucky to, I've been invited to Jaipur a couple of times.
Right.
So yeah, it's hopefully they're here to stay in Toronto and they'll do a great job.
I know. Hopefully they'll come back, and hopefully you will keep
Thank
coming
you.
back.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the very,
Thank you.
very best.
Thank you so
for
much. My
making the time to
My
talk to
pleasure.
me.
Thank you.
Thank you.